Welcome to Star Family Tarot. Your intuition led you here. This video is all about what spiritual gifts you have coming online. This is a timeless message. Whenever you find this video, there will be something here for you. So I have 3 piles before you, and before choosing a card or crystal that you're drawn to, take a deep breath. Ask your spirit guide team to help you choose which card is right for you at this time. They love to help, but you've got to ask. And if you found this channel, you are an old soul, probably a light worker. And so let's go ahead and get into the piles that we have. Pile number 1, we have this tiger's eye. Tiger's eye. And pile number 2, we have this blue lace agate. Blue lace agate. And pile number 3, we have malachite. Okay, so take all the time you need to choose. You'll find the timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this tiger's eye stone and this deck here in this pile, and this is your reading about what spiritual gifts you have coming online now. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled a card for you, and the card that Spirit chose for the main theme of your reading is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, which is pure spiritual and energetic potential. This is your sign to pursue any recent budding passions, pursue without expectation for a particular outcome, but rather just for the pleasure that the passion brings. And this will fulfill you. Perhaps this recent passion is spirituality in general. And welcome to the club. This is an opportunity to grow on a spiritual level should you pursue it, to follow your creative spirit. This is your sign to take that class or course that stirred excitement for you. Follow the feelings that your body provides as clues for the direction to take. Does energy rise and you find yourself leaning forward, leaning in, bubbling up from inside your gut space? Then that's a yes. Do you find your heart space contracting and your spine hunching over? That's a no. This is a supercharged first step. This is the image coming to mind are those green arrows in Mario Kart that help you zoom ahead and just get a turbocharge forward. It's a beautiful time for a new beginning, and everything is lined up for you to start fresh. So with all of that being said, we're going to choose a few tarot cards from the deck that you chose. This is the Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm always forgetting the flavor of this deck, but I will definitely link it down below. And then we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle card here, and then we're going to end with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your tarot for what spiritual gifts my pile number 1 has coming online at this time. What spiritual gifts are here for you? And one more. All right. We have the world. The world. The Page of Cups. Three of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Okay, there's already a lot of information coming through, and the Eight of Pentacles here. Okay, cool. Let's jump right in. So in your past position, you have the World, which is it's completion of a cycle. It's a completion of a major life cycle. So that's amazing, because this is like the pure potential to actually step into anything that you want, because you can see all perspectives from here. You can see from this aerial bird's eye view that you weren't able to see from in the Fool's Journey, when you began the Fool's Journey with the Fool card. That perspective wasn't available to you, but now you can see from this much higher plane because of everything that you've completed recently. So this is like a leveling up. This is major success, like it's integration of the totality of everything that you've learned recently. This is like a graduation, a spiritual graduation, if you will, because now you have this new perspective, and you have the tools that the magician had at his disposal as well to really bring anything that you want into this next cycle. So this is like spot on, because this is the beginning of a new passion project, a new phase of life, and you just completed a major phase of your life. So whatever it is that you've been through recently, know that it's over now, and you get to choose what it is that you're calling in next. In your current energy is the Page of Cups. This could be you actually doing some emotional work here. He's the page, meaning that he's the student of emotions. He's the student of emotional fulfillment. So he's looking to see, is this fish, is this like emotional fulfillment that I found in my cup? Is this real, or can I focus on it and create it and bring it into my reality? So I feel like that's what's coming online for you now, is working with manifestation and using your emotions in a way that you're in control of them, not suppressing them, not hiding them away, not burying them like so many people in our society want to do, but rather how can you work with them at your disposal and really master them. So this is becoming a master of your emotions to benefit you with what it is that you want to manifest in terms of your passions and your higher purpose. So this also, I mean, technically this could be a person coming in, but since this is about your spiritual gifts, I would say this is you learning how to manifest. So I would say that's like the biggest theme here, is learning how to manifest. In your challenge position is the Three of Wands, which is interesting because this is typically a very positive card. He's looking out onto the horizon saying, what's next? He's got these two wands here that are already steady. They've been planted. He's already created this foundation for these wands to stand on, and now he's looking out onto the horizon with all of the sun, this golden sun energy around him, saying the sun is on you now and you get to choose where you want to go next. But since this is in your challenge position, I would say maybe it's looking to what's next instead of following something through to completion. And maybe not giving something the time that it needs to mature. So it's really nurturing what it is that you're calling in at this time to make sure it manifests all the way. I'm hearing like if you're baking a cake and you throw together all the ingredients, you mix it all up, now you put it in the oven, and then you take it out and you're like, oh, this is just a goopy hot mess and I'm gonna throw it away now and I'm actually gonna make muffins. It's like, well, all you had to do was wait for it to cook a little bit longer before moving on to the next thing. So I feel like that's what this is warning you against, is just nurturing something that you are excited to start all the way through to maturation. I think it's especially for older souls or for souls that are coming, that are star seeds. It can be challenging in this very dense reality that is planet Earth, because things take a lot longer to manifest. But I would say that's all starting to change, where things are going to become a lot quicker when you're in alignment with your true passions that are coming in, those sparks of divine inspiration that are coming in directly from your team, from your higher self. If you're following those things through, it's going to be rapid. It's going to be rapid manifestation. So just stick with it a little bit longer. In your advice position is the Four of Pentacles. In your advice position is the Four of Pentacles, which is typically like kind of actually this card of misery. What's the word I'm looking for? It's the card of holding on too tightly to what it is that you've already manifested, without keeping that energy in circulation to bring in more. So that's typically but it also is stability. It also is stability. So because this is in your advice position, I'm being drawn to these two pentacles, how they are in alignment with his heart and with his head. So really balancing those two chakras to know what it is that you should invest your precious life force energy into, to call into creation. So just being really conservative with what it is that you're investing your life force in, and making sure that it's balanced between what your heart is asking and what your head is asking. Maybe even doing a journaling prompt to see, okay, heart, and act like give your heart a voice. Ask your heart what it is calling you to spend more time doing. And you could be surprised. It could be like, my heart actually wants you to my heart's asking me to go blow bubbles and do cartwheels in the grass. And you never know what sparking more joy or something like that can contribute to when it comes to what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that you're nurturing. You never know the effect of something like that could have on your energetic body. So really asking your heart what it wants, and then also balancing that with the logic and playing by the rules of this dense reality, playing by the rules of physics that are here, the rules of society that we still do have to play to some extent. Very interesting. And in the Eight of Pentacles is in your outcome. So this is this card of like repetition. And he's like, wow, I made this beautiful pentacle. I'm just going to keep doing that again and again. And I'm going to perfect my skills. I'm going to perfect my craft. And I'm just going to pour into it. It will yield results. It will yield physical results that you can, tangible results that are going to benefit you in your material world, most likely monetarily speaking. So whatever it is that this passion that has been ignited in you recently, how can you stay with that every single day? Because it will pay off. How can you mature that and really create a practice around this and integrate that into your life? Because this will yield results for you. can you even monetize this passion? Because it looks like it's something that you want to be spending a lot of time doing without moving on to the next thing. How can you stick with it for the long run and put in that time to really hone your craft? It will definitely pay off big time. And finally, well, not finally, next we are going to pull an oracle card to clarify here what spiritual gifts you have coming online. Looks like it is the pure manifestation. It looks like it's playing with manifestation. It looks like it's nurturing your spirituality in general. It looks like it's nurturing your passion and bringing that into the physical world, making that a reality that can serve you. What is it that pile number one, what spiritual gifts are they bringing online right now? Protection. I feel like this card comes up a lot. Protection. Protect your energy and guard yourself against the people and things that drain you. Security. Guard vulnerable. So it feels like it also is coming back to this challenge position of the Three of Wands, and also the Four of Pentacles as your advice. Really being very selective with what you're spending your time doing. Protect your energy, protect it against, are you doing things out of obligation just to appease your social circle? Are some of these events that you're going to, or video games that you might be playing, or whatever it is, is that something that's really worth your time and energy, or are you doing them out of habit? And also protecting your energy against people who might not understand this new passion that you have going on. Asking your spirit team and your angels for protection. Just anytime you venture out into public, honestly, asking for that bubble of protection, and saying, I only am going to allow good energy into my aura at this time. I do not accept any negative energy, and return that to sender. Such an important practice, especially as more spiritual gifts are coming online. You're going to be even more sensitive to negative energy or people that need something of you that will drain you. Being really selective with that is going to be really important for you moving forward. So finally, let's go ahead and pull the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card. All right, let's see what pile number one, what spiritual gift they're bringing online right now. What animal spirit can guide us here? The Crow. Crow. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, clear. When out of balance, ungrounded, hypersensitive. To bring into balance, daily meditation practice. Wow, okay. So it's definitely guarding your energy, envisioning what it is that you want to call in for the future and really knowing that you can manifest anything you want at this time, especially with the sight of the crow and with these new passions that have become available. And the time is perfect with this completion of the world cycle that you're just stepping out of now. So really exciting time for you guys. If my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings. You can find that info in the description box below. This is a new channel, so if you did receive any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please like, share, and subscribe for readings delivered to you every Friday. Wishing you so much love and light on your journey, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this blue lace agate and this pile, this deck, then welcome to your reading. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled a card to highlight what it is, what spiritual gift you have coming online right now. And I pulled the Knight of Materials. And in this deck, materials are pentacles, earth energy. Just love the art in this deck. Stunning. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pull 5 tarot cards about what spiritual gift you have coming online right now. Then we will pull an oracle card and end with the wild unknown spirit animal card. So for pile number 2, So the Knight of Materials. So this is, I don't normally get this for this card, but for you guys, I was getting, relax into the tasks that you love and find meaning in your work. Anything that supports your dreams, however mundane it is worthwhile. So showing up and being consistent can provide fulfillment in and of itself. The quote coming to mind is, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. So instead of rushing about through tasks or worrying about what needs to be done next, or ask yourself how you can sink fully into the present moment. How can you involve all of your senses into your chores or repetitive work? And how can you find gratitude that you get to do them? So with that chop wood, carry water, the difference there is the perspective, right? It's the gratitude. It's the immersing yourself fully into your work and really enjoying it, however mundane it may be. Because if you can find a way to enter a trance-like or meditative state during these times, your guides will take advantage of your openness and send you downloads. I'm seeing lightning bolts, powerful packets of information being shared with you during the moments that you can be in active meditation. Even during exercise for some of you, you can be productive and find fulfillment and refresh your spirit. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and pull your tarot. What is pile number 2? What spiritual gifts does pile number 2 have coming online this time? The Hierophant. Interesting. Four of Inspiration. And this is like the Four of Wands in the traditional Rider-Waite. The Tower. Okay, we're going to find out why that's here. the Two of Inspiration, the Two of Wands, and the Sun. Amazing. The Sun and the Tower. Oh, this is upside down here. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, in your past position, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is really like a transmitter of wisdom to the people from the higher realms. They're that go-between between the spiritual world and the material world. This is like the masculine counterpart to the High Priestess. So perhaps you've been getting some major downloads coming in, especially if you're able to do that during like an active meditation or just doing the dishes and asking for your guides to be delivering some messages to you. You could be really receiving. Like I'm being highlighted how she's up higher and she's just like her entire crown is open like a beacon to these higher realms. So this tells me you might be in a state where you're getting a lot of inspiration recently. This being in your past position. What inspirations have been coming through to you? Because they are from higher realms. You are adjusting your frequency to be able to receive information from higher realms. How are you integrating that information? How are you bringing that down into the world? How are you sharing that out to your community? Really be asking yourself if that's something that you should be doing at this time, whether it be starting a blog or a vlog or even just allowing your community to sit and listen to what inspiration you have coming through. Because if it's coming through to you, it can absolutely be of use to more people. In your current energy, we have the Four of Wands. This is beautiful energy of community. It's beautiful energy of stability. It's whatever projects, whatever higher purpose type of energy that you've been working on is creating abundance for others besides yourself. It really is a milestone. It is a time to sit in community so you can share your wisdom that you've been receiving. How can you serve your community? How can you just be in communion and enjoy reflecting to others and the reflections that they provide as well? I feel like that's really going to fill your heart space up so you can shine even brighter. So you can keep going for longer with what it is that you're meant to do right now in this world. Really being in communion and being fully present with those that are around you and fully appreciating their presence, however fleeting it may be. Yeah, this is definitely a time to spend with family or chosen family or your loved ones. Even pets. Just really enjoying being in the presence of another. It doesn't have to be human. In your challenge position, we have the Tower. Obviously, the Tower is challenging in and of itself because it's a completely wiping the slate clean. What's coming to mind is like those monks that make the mandalas out of sand with the beautiful colors, and they make these like extremely intricate, beautiful designs, and they all work together on it, and then they wipe it clean. So it's as to practice that non-attachment, right? So can you let this go and trust that whatever is being swept away right now is not actually for you? And it's not for this newer higher vibration that you're entering into. It can't go with you there. And trust that whatever is going to be built there is being built from this higher frequency place. And that means it's going to be long lasting, and it's going to be something that you can trust. So the more that you can surrender and knowing that whatever is being cleared away right now is not actually meant for you, the quicker you can get to the next phase, which in the tarot is the star. It's that hope, it's that North Star. It's what is going to be so apparent to you to focus your life on, to pour yourself into. How can you move into that stage even quicker? By just surrendering and letting go and not trying to go after these little pieces and put them back together. It could be a little bit chaotic in your time right now. Maybe it's a relationship ending. Maybe it's some restructuring at work. Maybe it's the loss, the death of a loved one. Maybe it's the end of a friendship. But whatever it is, thank it for its time in your life and know that whatever's coming next is your higher purpose, is the star, because that's how energy works. These are these cycles that are universal, I promise you. In your advice position is the Two of Inspiration, which is the Two of Wands. So looking out on the horizon and seeing what's next. What can you be inspired by? You've already built this, right? You've already created this stability. How can you expand that? How can you share that with even more people? How can you create an even bigger community about what it is that you're building? How can you share your abundance with even more people? How can you share your gifts with even more people? Because you do have some gifts here. Pulling the Hierophant, I feel like Spirit really is asking you to share more of your gifts, more of the insights that are coming through. It may feel like you're just kind of bubbling and overflowing with divine insights coming in. And I guarantee you, if you find clarity, if you find aha moments in the information that's coming through, even if it's being shared in something like a song, and you're feeling so inspired by that song, how can you repackage that and share that inspiration? Because if it's inspiring you, it is bound to inspire others, and we need more of that, especially when it's coming directly from the higher realms. How can you be of service? How can you expand even more? Especially when it comes to the work that you're doing in the world regarding life purpose. It doesn't have to be the actual work that makes you money, but what kind of projects are you working on, whether that be like pottery or volunteering at your local shelter. How can you do more of it? How can you expand even more? And the final outcome is the warmth of that beautiful sun. You are this flower here that's blooming, that's blossoming exactly where you're planted, trusting in the divine to nourish you, trusting in Spirit to nourish you, and that you will be able to shine the light of the sun from inside out. Even I'm hearing like spending more time in the sun. If you can gaze at the sun, I'm not telling you to look directly at the sun, but when the sun is setting or when the sun is rising, how can you make that part of your spiritual practice? Because those light codes, those that are coming in, are packets of information too. How can you spend even more time in the physical sun? Even eating more green foods, because they've taken on the energy of the sun as well. So incorporating more green foods into your diet, that should be something as you ascend in vibration, as you grow spiritually. It's kind of like this natural byproduct that happens, is that you do want to eat more green foods, because that's the type of energy that your body is requiring to sustain this sunlight. Really, really, really exciting outcome here. This is literally the best card in the deck. So congratulations to you guys. Beautiful energy here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle card for what spiritual gifts you have coming online right now to clarify what spiritual gifts my pile number 2 has coming online right now. Independent. Wow. Look at that sweet kitty. It's time to strike out on your own and rise to the challenge. You are more powerful than you know. And I'm hearing, like, this cat is reminding me of ancestors. I'm hearing that whatever it is that you're working on right now, it's not just about you. It's about those that came before you that had the same things that they were working on. Now they're invested in you too. Because once you alchemize things, once you take your tower moment and turn it into the sun and shine it out, it's never just about your own personal journey. It's always going to positively impact more people than you could possibly imagine, because that's how oneness works. The collective is all one. We are not separate, which is an oxymoron here, since this card does say independent, but it's saying that you're not meant to follow, right? You're meant to carve your own path. And if my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings. You can find that info in the description box below. This is a new channel, so if you received any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please like, share, and subscribe for readings delivered to you every Friday. And with that, we will pull your final card, which is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card. And then you got your sweet animal spirits over here. Like, look at all these animals. Animals in plant life, I feel like communing with them is going to help as well. Wow, this kind of flew out here. The vulture. Let's see. Guardian and Purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic and aggressive. This definitely, I think, is referring to your tower moment here. So whatever it is that you're leaving, make sure that you're letting go of it so you can alchemize it into the sun moment. Absolutely. Well, sending you so much love and light on your journey, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this malachite and this deck here, the Sanctus Concordia deck, then welcome to your reading. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled and pulled a card for what spiritual gifts you have coming online at this time, and it is the Queen of Wands. My favorite queen. So we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards after I jump into this card. Then we will do a clarifier and end with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card. So I was getting massive energy coming through with this card. She's my favorite queen. She can do it all, but especially in the realm of manifesting, nurturing her higher power, energetic and commanding approach to managing one's life, passionate and authentic. She doesn't give a fig for what others think. She's not afraid to go all in. She focuses on the sunflower. In the traditional Rider-Waite, she's looking at the sunflower, indicating power, warmth, and nourishment from the sun itself. She only focuses on those elements that bring more into her life. So it's time to be focused on what lights you up and only focus on what it is that you want, not what's holding you back, because this is a powerful manifesting card here. It's the perfect time to do some inner child healing, or shadow work around worthiness of receiving. She is a queen. She's a receptive energy. She's the natural feminine energy of the universe. Whether you're masculine or feminine, this is a time where to magnetize what it is that you want into you. I do have a free inner child healing meditation that's under 15 minutes that I'll link in the description box below for you if you so choose to help yourself there. But this queen, she's devoted her life to creativity and spirituality. So leaning more into those realms will be fruitful for you at this time and will have a positive impact holistically for you. She balances her home life, her spirit, passions. So know that you can too. Even if you've been feeling overwhelmed, be confident in your true nature and you will magnetize anything you desire from a heart-centered space. Anything you desire from a heart-centered space, for sure. Okay. Let's jump into your tarot. What is pile number 3? What spiritual gifts does pile number 3 have coming online at this time? What spiritual gifts pile number 3 have coming online at this time? The King of Cups. In your past position. Y'all been doing the work. I see you. Current energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Love it. The Tower. Y'all, I was about to say this, but pile number 2, I was going to say, if you're feeling like you were also drawn to pile number 2, there could be something there for you because they also had the Tower in this exact same position. Your challenge position. Oh my God, 3 major arcanas in a row. The Star, literally the card that comes after the tarot and your advice. This is a huge time for you guys. And the outcome, the Queen of Cups. Okay. King and Queen of Cups could be divine union, divine counterpart coming in. Okay. Even if you identify as a feminine energy, I do feel like because this is in your past position, this is you and the emotional work that you've been doing. The King of Cups, he sits in a sea of emotions, yet he is never swayed. He has such a depth and maturity that he can be the rock while people storm all around him. And he does not get phased. He's not burying. He's not running from his emotions. He just knows who he is at his core and knows that nothing can knock him off balance. So the King of Cups, he is the master of emotions, but he has this intellectual application to them as well. This may be something that you've accomplished recently. It's usually developed through our closest relationships as well. It could be priming you, if you're single right now, it could be priming you for a soulmate divine connection here. And if you're in a relationship, it could be priming you to step into more of your divine self and have that mirrored back with the person that you're in a relationship with. So if you've been worrying like, oh, I've been doing the work, but is my partner? Like, no, they're coming with you. Absolutely. So, I mean, well done, you guys. This is hard work to have this show up as an energy that you've just come through. Really being in touch with your emotions. Also, this could have been achieved through diplomacy, through acts of diplomacy, maybe within your family structure, maybe at work, but really people looking to you when the you know what hits the fan, to like be the eye of the storm, to just be like, guys, we got this, everything's okay. It's such a powerful position to be in. So well done. That's a true man. I mean, you could also be a woman being in that energy as well. And in your current energy, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is reminding us that we are in charge of our own vibration, our own place in time space. We're in charge of that, but also that this is your time that the odds are turning in your favor. This is a time, if you've especially been through some tumultuous thing in the past, this is now where things are looking up. This could also be happening simultaneously. I feel like I need to bring up the Tower because this is in your challenge position. So you could be going through a Tower moment or have just gone through a Tower moment, meaning that like some kind of major realm of your life, a relationship ending, a job ending, a loved one passing on, something like moving, any of these major life changes. Could also just be a brand new way of looking at the world. Maybe you thought the world was a certain way and something has been revealed to you recently to know that it's actually not as great as you thought it was. But whatever it is, know that the Wheel of Fortune is here saying, we got you. This is ending so you can have your time on top of the wheel. You can have your time where, like, we're going to reward you with, we're going to reward you with some blessings. Whether you've been asking for them or not, it's a karmic blessing that's coming in. So you've earned that, absolutely. And in your advice position is the Star. So this is what happens after the Tower. Like, whatever is no longer serving you is wiped clean. The slate is wiped clean. And now the Star is here to show you what is your guiding light. What is your reason why? What is something that's absolutely like so inspiring to you that it feels like it's your life purpose? It could be as simple as your children or your child. It could be as simple as, I really enjoy this star is your North Star. It's your reason that you get excited in the morning, like what it is that you're wanting to call in and manifest at this time. So the star could be as simple as being the best parent or grandparent that you could possibly be. It could also be, developing a new way of being in your family. It could be, being an example that's so emotionally available and stable that maybe has never happened before in your family. It could be learning the tarot, but figuring out what it is that's really lighting you up, because now is the perfect time to manifest it. When it's in alignment with what's divinely inspired for you, it will come. Absolutely. And in your final outcome, you have the Queen of Cups, that divine counterpart to the King of Cups. But instead of him mastering in a way that is a little bit more intellectual in an application of emotions, she's extremely intuitive. So pulling in that intuitive piece and acting from that intuition, checking in with your intuition. So this to me is really what it is that you're working on, or what spiritual gifts are coming online. She is ultimately psychic, just almost as psychic as the High Priestess in the tarot. So listening to those whispers and allowing them to get a little bit louder, and really trusting them and knowing that that's your soul guiding you. And how can you have that work in your favor and in favor of those around you? Because she nurtures that in others as well. Is there someone in your family who also has that coming online that you can share that with? Those intuitive gifts. Can you see those in others that maybe need your guidance? Okay. So finally, we're going to go ahead and pull an oracle card, and then end with the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card. So what is my pile number 3? What spiritual gifts do they have coming online at this time? Besides being the Queen of Manifestation and the Psychic Queen. What spiritual gifts does pile number 3 have coming online right now? Wow. Rebuilding. Reevaluate your life and adjust to thrive in your new circumstances. Focus on what you can control. Reinvent, revise, fixing. What do we do after the tower? We rebuild, right? This is absolutely spot on with whatever it is that however this tower manifested or is manifesting in your life right now. This restructuring means that you can build something to replace it, whether that's a relationship or a job or a way of being or seeing. You have the power to shape it and create it exactly how you want. And this emotional work that you've been doing is absolutely priming you for it. So no matter what happens in your life, you know that you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be good, and you're going to come through even more in touch with your higher self. Wow. Okay. And if my style of reading, before we pulled our last card here, if my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings, and you can find that info in the description box below. This is a new channel, so if you've received any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please like, share, and subscribe for readings delivered to you every Friday. So what is pile number 3? What spiritual gifts does pile number 3? What card does pile number 3? What spiritual gifts does pile number 3 have coming online at this time, please? Nightingale. see. Fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. The simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listeners to the realm of poetry. Nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. It reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Is there something you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out. When in balance, sings, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy, lump in the throat. To bring into balance, music. Yeah, you guys, I feel like music is going to be extremely healing for you right now. Music can help move energy and also bring insights. It's how your ancestors, it's how your spirit guides can also deliver really important messages to you. And paying attention to any birds that are showing up in your reality and asking them why they're here, what message they have for you at this time, and you'd be really surprised what comes through. So sending you so much love and light on your journey right now. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.